Hi, I'm Wade Wingler with the Indata Project at Easterseals Crossroads in Indiana. You know, we've used the saddle chair for all kinds of ergonomic stuff throughout the years. Mark Stewart on our mobility and cognitive team is going to show us some accessories to go with that chair. Let's see what Mark has.
Hello, I'm Mark Stewart from Easterseals Crossroads Assistive Technology Department, and I wanted to show you accessories for the saddle chair concept. What I have here today is a Sally saddle chair, for example, and it is one of the ones that we have the most success with, but there are others out there that might fit an individual a little bit better than this style. We've done a tech tip before on the saddle chair concept itself, but again, the emphasis I want to make today that I thought you might be interested in is some particular accessories that I've had some good success with recently. And if you reference the other tech tip, we talk kind of in detail about what just happened there. The saddle chair concept is very nice for allowing the person to not sit back in a chair, to be more upright, potentially a little more functional, and just kind of falling into a really good natural, neutral posture, encouraging a lot of lumbar support and things like that. I'm low right now. We can come up quite a bit higher. You can be in a semi-standing position or in a position that is more like I was in the beginning, where you're more seated. If we're not thinking about the work we're going to be doing, the ideal position would be somewhere in between sitting and standing, and maybe changing your position a little bit. It's good to have the hips open, etc. Again, my emphasis today, though, is on accessories. And if you think about different functional tasks, be it working in a number of different capacities, or maybe cooking, home care, things like that, and you're living with a certain type of disability, now we're in this really nice functional semi-standing position. Well, this could be enough, could be great, but what can we do with this? And especially if we have some vulnerabilities here. Well, there are a number of accessories and different types of accessories that you can work with very closely to match up specifically and in a detailed kind of a way with a particular task. Here's one simple one that stays in front, and you see how I can adjust it height-wise, okay? We'd have it higher or lower depending on the task. With this, we can turn it around the other way, all right? And my point here is to kind of just encourage you to start thinking creatively about what your needs are, the needs of the folks you're working with. This might work best, depending on the task. If you picture this one, I'm sorry I don't have it with me, but if you picture this type of gadget, but now with more padding, and maybe even some memory foam type padding wrapped around, there's a device called the All-Around, which attaches to the cylinder itself and has some really nice flexibility as far as where you can position it. You can put it back around to the back. Now you can intermittently kind of lean against it or stretch. You can bring it around to the side to help one side more than the other, whether it be as an accommodation, particular job task or vocational task. And then, of course, you can bring it around to the other side to do what we were just doing there on the left, over here on the right. Or we can, it's set up differently, okay, the arm to it is different. So the All-Around, the one that I don't have here, can swivel all the way around to the front with more padding, and then you can use it here in front as well. It's not quite as long as this one, but it's a really nice option. There's, before I pick those up, I guess, there's an option of a device that's mounted in back and it's fixed, and then picture this coming around more to the front to catch the forearms so you can get some nice proximal stability on the forearms from the back, and now we're open here in front, and that might be what you need for a particular job where my first example didn't work. picture this in back, and then these ErgoRest arm supports attached to the end of the post. And now we can do this kind of a thing with more freedom of movement. We have this dual articulating, or in a way, dual articulating and a pivot point here to get, again, some really nice proximal stability and some support, perhaps for some precision work, cooking, whatever you can think of that it might help with. Surgeons do use these a lot, dentists use these a lot, chefs use these a lot. And it really helps you be able to stay in this position quite nicely while keeping in some good neutral postures and getting that extra support like we're talking about. There are different sizes and lengths of these ErgoRest attachments that would attach to these fixed points. There is a little mini backrest that you can put on the saddle chair. That's not what I'm emphasizing today, because what I really like to emphasize functionally with this saddle chair is how you just naturally fall into a good position. Most people would without that back support. To me, unless you're going to stretch and kind of exercise a little bit, that back support almost encourages you to use this chair in the wrong way. But so point, saddle chair concept, there's another nice tech tip on that, but the many, many accessories that you can use to take the project to the next level and really help you vocationally perform certain precision-based kinds of tasks. There's a number of good products out there. Google these keywords, but we have in fact had a lot of success. The Sally chair, sally.com, SLI.com. There's a good company that's done some good work for us. Designs at backdesigns.com. Look under accessories for these and other saddle chairs. You'll see the different options. And hopefully that gets you thinking a little bit. Have a great day.
So there's some great ways to accessorize your saddle chair. That's your tech tip for this week. I'm Wade Wingler with the Indata Project at Easterseals Crossroads in Indiana.